It's been said off and on over the decades that California is a bellwether of sorts. What happens there is a preview of what's going to happen elsewhere in the US. In the late 1970s, the passage of Proposition 13 foretold a national tax revolt. Californians used a referendum to limit the tax power of grasping politicians in the Golden State.
There are many who believe this is the beginning of something that will go far beyond California. And it is true that 20-odd states already have something in the works more or less similar to Proposition 13, an attempt to control what they see as government accustomed to spending the public's money as if there were no end to it. So it is possible this might be the beginning of something like a second whiskey rebellion, going far beyond California and perhaps eventually even to Washington.
And the pushback eventually went national. A different, more local revolt began last weekend in Carlsbad, California, a town just north of San Diego.
New tonight, a local lawyer is helping more than 100 businesses throughout San Diego County and around Southern California fight back against the latest stay-at-home order. The effort kicked off tonight in the North County with a group of restaurants keeping their doors open to try to financially survive. Fox 5's Kasia Gregorczyk has the story live for us from Carlsbad. Kasia?
Its restaurant and bar owners decided that they weren't going to take it anymore. They're no longer going to allow witless politicians to destroy what they've worked so long to build. They're going to open their businesses to eager customers. Some will ask what California legislators right up to Governor Gavin Newsom will say. Ideally, the mini revolt will wake these sick people up to the extraordinary damage they're doing. But if not, it's worth reminding everyone that the very individuals in government who are presently limiting your right to work, operate your business, and live your life as you desire, used to not be in government. Some even used to have regular jobs in the private sector. The main thing is that they're not experts on medical matters, nor are they abnormally smart. They just happen to be good at politics. They're in no position to tell us how to live or operate our businesses, or whether or not we should have a job to go to. They're just people who want power, prestige, and money, only they want it the easy way. This is worth remembering as businesses, jobs, and life as we know it vanish thanks to politicians imposing their force on us. Why allow them to do that? People should be free to do as they wish with their property. Period. This includes Twitter and Facebook if they choose to censor comments and commenters. If Amazon chooses not to do business with certain people or companies, that's its right. If bakers choose not to bake cakes for events that offend their personal morality, that's their right. Business owners who want to meet the needs of willing customers while a virus is spreading should be free to open up as they see fit. Interesting and happy about scenic, seaside Carlsbad is that in a state that is largely locked down, in a state where most restaurants can't even serve customers outside, Carlsbad is open. Its restaurants and bars are open outdoors and indoors. Some of the bars are packed. They're calling their exercise of their property rights a peaceful protest. And peaceful it is. Nothing could be more peaceful than operating a business that can only succeed insofar as its patrons are pleased for having patronized it, only to come back over and over again. Furthermore, the protest is one lodged under desperate circumstances. These businesses can't not be open. If they remain shuttered by decree or limited in their ability to serve their customers by decree, they will close for good. Though some business owners may have political leanings, this is not political. It's about survival, and it's something all who consider themselves decent should cheer. This includes those who have not been out in public or inside a public venue since March. Freedom is its own virtue. Arguably, the most important supporters of the beautiful story unfolding in Carlsbad would be other business owners. They must open if they feel inclined to reopen. The simple truth is that the power mad can't arrest everyone. If restaurants and bars open en masse in California, New York, Illinois, New Jersey, and every other city and state overseen by authoritarians, what can authorities do? There aren't enough jails and handcuffs, and there aren't enough guns to subdue a mass nationwide owner, employee, and customer protest against a tragic lapse of reason. Crucial about what's happening in Carlsbad, and that should happen everywhere, is that there's nothing violent about it. It's much more than just a peaceful protest. It's reasonable. It's common sense. It's businesses, workers, and customers exercising their right to operate, work, and live as they want. They're not forcing their values on others. Businesses that choose to stay closed should do just that. Worried employees should stay home. The people fearful of the virus should similarly stay home. For the rest of us who feel inclined to resume living, it's time for us to do that. Again, those who are sickeningly intoxicated with power can't incarcerate us all. As for the businesses terrorized by the political class in Carlsbad, they decided they no longer have any choice. Given the choice between going out of business and defying politicians, they chose the latter.